is what I want. Perfect. Okay. Amazing. All right. So yeah, another run review. Gonna do Lycan for CountCranberry. Here's CountCranberry's info. Give him a follow. Follow everyone who runs the rando. It's a good time. And yeah, I think Count mostly plays SotN and some Metroid stuff, so Metroidvanias. All good. All right, so we got audio from the Count's perspective. We've got Richter, and we've got a Hope and a Dream. So let's get her. A little stare method, my favorite. I've got the volume maxed, so this might be as loud as we get it. I can actually, maybe I'll just increase the desktop volume. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, goes for the 6th row. I like the 4th row myself, but no big deal. The 4th row is kind of the tiniest optimization and a bit of greedy. Oh, we could have thrown another one there. Especially because we almost killed Dracula, but we didn't. So what we can do in the intro phase there is we do the Hydro Storm. We immediately throw a Holy Water to the ground, and then without mashing, just like quickly pressing up an attack, you'll do 2 whips. Then the 3rd whip will become another Holy Water, and you can get some additional stacks off that. You just got to make sure you're close to the cross so you don't lose it. But it can be very helpful. It's probably worth practicing. It can save you a bunch of seconds in the prologue. Already, a very loud cape. I like it. Let's get it. How do we approach the intro here? Okay, so we go for the immediate dash. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. Oh, and we're doing this here. Okay, so that's going to lose us a bit of time. So what we want to do here, ideally, and we don't... They'll probably dash here too, that's fine. But ideally what we want to do for this intro here is... let's see if we can get it right back here. Or we'll just do this. Start it here. So what I think is a perfect intro, and I'm happy to be told otherwise, is we don't dash here. Because we're going to need our MP for later. We just neutral run forward. Now, as we get to this, I guess it's going to be less than 5 seconds. Oh my god. Maybe I'll just do this, and I'll just hammer this button a bit. Oh, that's going to take way too long. Alright. Anyways, when we go through it, let's play it here. But why is it so slow? Hold on. Oh, that was changing the speed, not moving it forward. Okay. So, what we do here is we want to stay in Wolf, right? We don't want to untransform ideally, and there's a way to do it. So when we, let's see this one here. Whoops, no, that's not what I want. You're killing me, Twitch. You're killing me. Why is this decreasing the speed? This should just be going back by frames. All right. Well, apparently that's not a feature I can use. Anyways, when we get to here, actually this is perfect. So when we hit the ground over here, if we press down, the wolf will slide, and will break through these rocks. As long as we hold down. And then we can just bite our way through the last 2 sections at the back, or the other end. And then we can do that as Wolf. So you can just jump across the gap, and then as you're already Wolf, you just push forward. Or no, you don't just push forward. You can dash from here. But all that matters is that we skip death. And guess what? We did it. Perfect. So that is going to be good. It's good because we made it happen. The excellent would have been able to do it without transforming out a wolf. That's okay. Good is good. Alucard Sword Star sucks. I don't like the wolf movement there, actually. That actually loses a bit of time. Warple Blade. Okay, so we're going to say the wolf move there was a bit of inaccuracy. Grabbing this is good. We definitely want to keep it Zoe. We could have looked at the item on the other side, but it's not a big deal. I like here, actually, I'm going to give another good... Actually, maybe we'll just combine it with the whole thing here. But, not menuing. Oh, we're menuing here, though. Ugh. I was just going to give it good. So, I'm kind of neutral to this, but, personally, I prefer not menuing. like the Vorpal Blade is amazing, but it's not really going to help us here. We're really in a good place with the Shield Rod, in particular because it does hit damage, and nothing in this area is going to resist it, and the Axe Knights are going to be weak to it. Or another way to look at it is that like it might be the case that the Axe Knights are strong against cut, so it actually might take more than one hit with the Vorpal. That's fine. Yep, get that guy out of there. I like that. Getting poisoned here is the worst. Yeah, see, here's where it's coming in here. We could have just hit them with the bonk stick. Oh, we got poisoned here. Gross. Let's go back for a second. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So, how does this play out? Okay, that's fine. What happened here then? Oh, we must have just been slightly slow? Because that was pretty good movement into here. Did they not backdash into the room? Hold on. Oh, we're not backdashing. We delayed up here. That's what caused the poison. So, we want to be backdashing constantly and consistently. So that didn't happen there. And that little hiccup we saw, where you just stood there on the edge before falling for a moment, is what's going to cause us to get poisoned. Because falling straight down there is the best play, and then just jumping up here, you'll just make it just in time. But the slight hesitation and not doing the shield dashing is what probably caused the poisoning there. Now the poison's going to be a bit of a big deal, but not for the reasons we think necessarily. The yeah, backdash consistently here. No, we're just doing normal back. Oh, yep, get out of there. Okay. So none of this spell damage will be impacted by the poison, and we'll do enough damage with the Vorpal, so this is fine. But look at our MP here. Our MP is not regenerating, and that's a problem for us right now. So I'm gonna put it as an accuracy, the getting poisoned there, because it wasn't a huge thing that caused it, so I don't really want to call it a mistake. Yeah, we can wolf through here. This is good. But like, look at our MP. We're not regenerating because the poison lasts so long, even with the cape. Blood Cloak, unfortunately, doesn't give us a ton of Constitution. So, oh, now we're a bit. So now we're getting a bit of our MP back. So actually, this should be fine. Because as long as we get to the opening, yeah, and we are going to. This is fine. Yeah, we're going to be able to kill these Axe Knights. And then we can go down here. Yeah, and we're going to regenerate all this MP by the time we get back up. So this should be fine. Yep, went back to peak and then realized there's nothing. Okay, that's fine. Just being astute enough that we need to peak is good. Find nothing, that's cool. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, grabbing some money's okay. I can't remember if this is before or after the shop glitch thing, or the shop change. This was run about a week ago, I want to say. I think after, okay. But hey, money's still good. Yo-yo count. Okay, we go up here. We should be changing. Awesome. So speaking of the clock here, right? Oh, we're going to bonk there, but let's just do this here. So we're here at 5:54, all right? So that's cool. Thanks for the review. Get ready for some jank. No, that's okay. We always review it in context of stuff, right? But I love the way you propose this to me, right? You're like, how did I lose 18 minutes, right? And I think we can use that as a frame of reference as we look to review these things. And we're gonna have one of those moments right now. So the clock cycle is not a thing in this preset or any of them right now. We're running tournament mode as the time of this recording. Yo, barkeep. Hope you're doing well. Yo, yak. If I didn't say it right, I think I did, but I may have missed it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm too focused in on what we're up to here. So you're well enough. Okay. Well, hey, well enough is good. I hope it's better, but hey, well enough is hopefully better than right. Okay. So just got here. I'm late. No, that's okay. Hey, you're late. Hey, if you're here, you're on time. So here's the deal. Okay. The clock cycle is currently not a thing, but you can make the clock cycle fairly consistently. But we're like a minute behind it right here. So the reason I'm calling this out now is just because, like, at least like there's a common reference point um, for um, for timing, right? And given this part of the run, it's going to be consistent like all of the time, right? Like even if you were, with the exception of if you got gravity boots, or if you had bat, right? Those would be the outliers. Yo, Chewbacca, or Chewbacca, sorry. Yo, what up? This stream is sick. Also, a great run by CountCranberry. Excellent, thank you. The hope you enjoy. The yeah, we're having a good time here. We're doing a bit of a run review and helping out Cranberry. We've been doing a lot of these recently, and I've been really happy that we've been doing them. Like the tutorial videos are good, but you know, getting the actual in the moment thing is good. So anyway, so point was that the other runners would be in this room before the 5 minute mark. So we've probably lost about like just over a minute here, and let's assess probably why it's happened. Um, we had a bit of bad luck in the prologue. Like our stacks didn't completely connect, so like that's reasonable. That's gonna happen. We can't really control for that. We could have tried for the second set of stacks, but it's very reasonable just to go for the one with only throwing one holy water. It took me a while before I started doing the double. The and it creates a very tight time frame with the cross. So I'm very neutral to that. We can't help the stacks; it just happens, right? The we may have been able to save a couple of seconds in the entrance section, just like by staying in wolf, and that's practicable. And the it doesn't say a ton of time, but it potentially saves us some time. The and then otherwise, going into the menu have made a small impact. Probably the shield dashing consistency, I'd say right now, is would help out a bit too. The otherwise things have been all right. Like there's been like no like major mistakes or any of that. We also had to go down to the bottom to check the relic, because there wasn't one we could peek, and we had to make sure we didn't have a progression item. But even like top runners are going to do that. So in the question of how did we lose 18 minutes, we probably lost about a minute at this point in the run. The and it's going to be harder to make that differentiation later on, but because like there'll be less like common reference points. But yeah, let's keep her going. Okay, so we're thinking about things here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, keep going. So we don't want to go up right now. There could be cool things up there, but we know there's something on the other side that's going to give us progression. We only want to go up if we've got if it's in logic, especially if it's leapstone. We absolutely want to go up then. If it's early leapstone, like 90% of the time going up and then going hard to keep is the right play. Okay, wait, hold on. We'll look at our mana here though. Okay, good. Didn't we should be okay here. Or we should at least get through most of them. Yeah, okay, that's it. But we've got the Vorpal out, so I mean, if anything, you know, menuing for the Vorpal is okay. So where did that go wrong here? Hold on. Where did we run out of our MP? Because we had full like, over here, so it wasn't the poison. So where did this go wrong? So do we? Maybe it's too many charges. Yeah, we charged here, and look how much of our MP bar it took up. And then we didn't get much value for this charge either. So in this hallway here, you can afford just to hit forward and go. And then we're probably going to do some charges here. Yeah, this is a low value charge. And then we're going to charge up here too, which is a better value charge. But charging surprisingly doesn't save us a bunch of time. And now look at our MP, right? We can't charge for the longest road, which is where you'd get the most value from instant acceleration. And then we're going to lose it here. So this is yeah, we just got to be mindful of our MP bar, and it's kind of tough, especially like early on in your racing career to be like, you know, what's going on with my MP bar, but yeah, or maybe just like look at it and say, okay, like do I really need to charge like the wolf charge in this one particular section? So we'll say that this was a bit of inaccuracy just because it cost us some time, and now we got to go through this. So if he goes for the top 10 skip, we're okay if he misses it a bunch of times, all right? I miss it a bunch of times too sometimes. I'll get out some pointers here, but unless you're like DB, this becomes really tough. Oh, you're going to get a second try? Yo, let's go. Obsidian sword too? Yeah, stay in wolf and just jump over. Perfect, all right. What we could do to make this a bit more consistent, although it's certainly not required and we got it on the go, if we go back here for a second, we'll pause it when we get there. Okay, so Alucard is standing here. We can go a bit further back. Like, the longer the runway we have, the more likelihood we're going to get to it. And then we can go as far as Alucard can stand. Now, the problem will be is that if we do that, Alucard will be facing to the right. If we want Alucard to face the right way without giving up any extra space, we can hold down and then press left, because Alucard won't advance forward when crouched, but he will change direction and then turn into wolf. It's possible that the Crown also did it from here too, because if you're really close to the edge, there's a possibility that the wolf will fall off this ledge. But I'm just wanted to give the pointer here. Otherwise, this is very well done. We're going to say this is excellent here. We get past this part here. And even what I really like here is the astute awareness. Okay, we went out of wolf. Let's go back in because it's free to get across with the wolf. If we do it as Alucard, there's a good chance we could fall down. That'd be bad. Hammer's kind of gross. But we have the Obsidian Sword right now. We probably don't need it because we have Vorpal. But it's all good. Yeah, that jump sucks as Alucard. Okay, so we're going to go up here and we're going to lose a bit of a tempo here. So what I mean by this is that right now, with just the wolf, we could go and get all of the relics in the library with the exception of Soul of Bat. Oh, we're going to get Sun here, so this is not bad. So you can go straight into the library and avoid going up and down. It's not a huge time save, but it does save some time. In this case, it kind of makes sense to grab it because we've got, whatchamacallit, we've got Merman here. But learning the book jump can be really cool in the library with the wolf, and it's not incredibly difficult because we have skill of wolf. It's not like trying to do it in like any percent or any of those things where like it's very hard. It's practically free with just timing the jump, looking at one of the background pillows. I'll call it out when we get to it. Okay, Merman statue, wonderful. So actually, I need to start doing this stuff here. So we have just the Merman statue. So what Merman statue is going to tell us is none of our Merman statue at this moment didn't give us any progression. So it's going to go in the middle here, and that's going to fuel our confidence count in terms of how linear the seed's going to be. So right now we're at 1 of 3. So the seed still has opportunities to be fairly open-ended. And then we'll see what we get over here. That's okay. This wolf jump's really tough. I often don't get it. If you get it, it's great. If not, just keep moving on. And we've got the bone. Okay, so now we've got a relic. Oh, wait, I grabbed the wrong relic here. What am I doing? There we go. Wait, hold on. That was my question. So that was my question during the run. There can be a random Vlad still at Merman, but the complexity change will not have Merman, correct? No, that's actually not true to an extent. So, yeah, let's talk about complexity for a moment. So complexity is challenging. And it's not, it's a fairly obscure thing. So we can think about complexity as the layers of an onion, all right? We're going to get some Shrek in here, right? So here's how it works. If there was an open map, it'd be easier to show. But let's just, here, actually, everyone do this with me, all right? I want everyone right now to close your eyes, all right? Just do it. If you're looking at me right now, you're doing it wrong, right? Just close your eyes. And in your mind's eye, no! Damn it, MT! Yeah, damn it, MT! My eyes stay open. Okay, well, you're not any fun, MT. That's why your name's MT Fun. So for everyone else who likes fun, close your eyes, all right? And envision... My eyes are closed right now. yo, Chewbacca here is master typer. All right. Anyways, so close your eyes and envision the map. All right. Now focus in on the beginning of the game upwards to the library. All right. And think about that as everywhere we could go with no relics. All right. So what this means is that the game expects us to go from the entrance all the way to the library with no relics. My eyes are closed. I can type with them closed easily since I took keyboarding class in high school. Okay, very cool. Oh, empty fun. I always read it as Montana. Ha Yo, catch up. We're doing well. So anyways, so envision the map like that, all right? So how complexity works is it says, at the beginning of the game, you can do all of those checks, right? You can do Cube of Zoe check, you can do Spirit Orb, you can do Soul of Wolf in the outer wall, you can do Fairy Scroll in the library that we just went to, and you can get the Librarian. All of those are one layer of this 8-layer onion. It doesn't matter how many relics we get in that layer. They're all considered level 1. All of them. We could get, if every single one of the opening relics was something with progression, that'd still all be level 1. Now, mathematically, that's not going to happen here because it's a complexity 8 seed and it can't happen. But technically, 4 of them could have progression relics. That is technically possible, though incredibly unlikely. And it would be a hell of a banger of a seed. You should get a lottery ticket if you have that seed, all right? So what happens here, and you can open your eyes again. Welcome back. It'd be funny if I, like, while your eyes were closed, I'd totally change the scene here. Anyways, so welcome back. So now we've done that experiment. We then take stock. What the randomizer expects us to do is grab everything on level 1, right? So all those relics. And then what it says is, what did all those relics open? Or from the relics that you now have, I should say. All the total relics, what can you do now that you couldn't do before? And then that is the next layer down in the onion. And then the game expects you to grab all those relics or progression items in layer 2 before you even attempt the next layer, and the next layer, and the next layer, right? So let's look at it from this perspective. I don't know what the next relic's going to be. Let's assume it's Jewel of Open, just for simplicity, right? What it would say is that, okay, Merman and Jewel of Open are both on level 1. They're both, so our complexity level at that point is 1, and they enable level 2. So level 2 will equally include the Scylla, the Holy J check, which is what Merman opens, the actual Merman check. And because we have the Wolf Relics, it also includes the Mines and Grand Falloon. They're all equally likely at this point. Now, what it does mean is that like Merman doesn't have to be something. Like if we just got if we're on like layer 5 and the only thing we got was Merman statue, then okay, the Merman statue has to be something, right? But in this case, they're all equal. So let's play this forward a bit and we'll be able to better explain the complexity levels and such. So we got, oh, we're doing this wolf jump. Wow, okay. No, we don't have to do it this way. This is, we don't even need that book at all. So let me show you here. Hold on, we go into this, oh no, we're gonna do it from here? Oh no, we're just gonna, I'll show you on the way out. Let's keep going our complexity thing. We have no money. Okay, Leapstone, perfect. So we're gonna get Leapstone, we're gonna get it for free. So we're gonna put it over here, right? So we've now done all of the first layer of complexity. Level 1 is complete. We grabbed everything that was possibly available in logic, right? We may have been able to get the other check in the library that we just tried to jump off the book for, but that wouldn't be in the first layer because it's not in logic. Complexity always follows logic. So if anything, logic is even more important than complexity. People usually lean on complexity too much, but logic makes more sense. So now that we have completed the first layer, because we definitely know we did that because we grabbed everything, right? What the game says, when it builds these things, it's not saying now because it already is predetermined, is, okay, what does Leapstone open? In logic, it opens the Colosseum, and it opens the one check in the keep, all right? Both of those checks are the second level checks, all right? And they will enable the third layer. And again, the game will assume we grab everything in that layer, and then down and down and down and down and down. So what I was talking about with the reverse count, and we probably, or the reverse count or the confidence count, is that sometimes you can have, like in this case, more than one progression relic on the same level. And mathematically, that can only happen 3 times. We don't need to go into the math right now, just trust me on this. Well, there's some variation if we get Power of Mist in this preset as flight, but let's just ignore that for the time being, all right? So if we have it where we've got 3 things on the same level accumulatively through the whole game, then we know that the seed has to be linear at that point because there would be no other way to get to 8. So we can start inferring things from there, especially if we can do some things out of logic. So hopefully that was a good chat about complexity. If you have questions, please let me know because I know it's complicated. And I probably don't do the great job explaining it. I know I explained it a bit in the last showcase run that Jupiter ran, and I don't think I did a good job there. The like I kind of like spoke too quickly. I didn't really present the concept very well. I like the idea of the onion, especially because it's a Shrek meme. All right, so let's keep her going here, and we're going to look at the shop. What do we got here? Mana Prism for 200 is what we're likely wanting to buy here. The shields aren't very good. We don't care about the weapons because we've got a good weapon we can't afford anyways. And there wasn't a duplicator. So yeah, we're going to buy the Mana Prism. Fantastic. Good. We're going to say this is an excellent shop. We made the right decision. Okay, let's help out through here. So what we're going to do, as we run into this next room, all right, there's a pillar in the background that we go slightly past, and then we jump up. That will let us get to the next thing. I'll show you here. This pillar here. So if we go slightly past this pillar and then do an upwards jump with the wolf, we'll get onto the thing. We don't need to jump on any books. Oh, so we're going to try the book thing again. Yeah, this is really hard. I mean, it's easier now that we've got Leapstone, and hopefully we're going to make it happen. Oh, we did make it happen. Okay, so we're going to say this is good. We could have done it a bit faster. Oh, and this is really important here. Okay, so whether or not we grabbed Echo, here's what we know. We know that Echo is out of logic, all right? So we're going to put Echo, like, down here for the meantime. We'll push it down further if we need to. It's not likely that Echo is going to open up progression at the time that we get it. So it's going to fuel our confidence count. But in terms of, like, what actual complexity level it is, we'll figure that out later. Okay, so this is good. We got the Echo of Bat. The Iron Cuirass is not helpful, unfortunately, but what are we going to do? And we're going to wolf out of here. This is good. So now we're in 50-50 territory, right? So that's what on this sheet here, we've got the positive and or successful 50-50 and miss 50-50. We're going to take that here. Now, because we're in 50-50 territory, I don't really think there's a great option. Personally, I like going to keep in this situation, especially... And this is what I meant from before. Let's actually get to the other wall here. So if we just went to library before without going up, knowing that we could get up there with just or to the fairy card check with just the wolf, then we could have realized a small tempo. Because if you do go to keep now, you have to backtrack through areas you've already been, right? And that's less efficient. And this could have been new territory for us before. The only way we would get screwed is a little bit with Bat, although not a huge deal, but you do get screwed a little bit. You really get screwed if it's missed, but the odds of that are very, very low. And typically, we just want to look at these with the best case scenario in mind and accept it when it doesn't come. I'm not good at Relic List Library, so I usually check Elevator. That's okay, yeah. No, I'm just expressing it. But yeah. No, I'm fine if you're not familiar with the trick. It is worth taking a look at, but yeah, but Sun to improve, absolutely. This is what all this is about. It's all about hashtag improvement, and I'm just explaining it too, so everyone else who's listening, they can benefit from that bad boy. All right, so we're gonna. Oh, we could have used the elevator here. The elevator is very good going up, especially to the top floor. It's less good going down from the library to the bottom. The hashtag improvement, Eldritch knows. Now, I think we grabbed the teleporter, didn't we? I think we did. We'll find out later if we didn't. Hope you're doing well, Eldritch. So we're going to go to keep. This is good. I like this. So we're going to say it's good. I think it's the best decision of the decisions we have to make. I forgot in the race before this, so I was deliberate. Okay, good. Eldritch is ready to learn more. Now, what we could do here... Oh, yeah, now we're going. We're going with Wolf here. Here we go. We can skip through all this. We could have done the Wolf a bit earlier, but it's no big deal. We actually got through all this. That's fine. This is really good. So I'm going to say this is good movement here. We save time as a result. And we skip the item checks, which is also what I like here. Because our game state's fairly fantastic. The Vorpal Blade's going to carry us. We may like be able to find a library card and stuff, but you know, you gotta take away the time it finds the library card for its benefit. So I don't know. I like skipping checks. Not all of them, of course, but like there, like you can gain like, you know, a good 10, 15, 20 seconds off an opponent who checks all the items. Especially if they do like shenanigans to jump up and off the skulls to get some of the higher checks there. We're gonna do this. Now this check I'm less happy about. Oh no, we're gonna go back for it. I don't want to say it's an inaccuracy because I think fire skips it too. The for speed and like fire is a beast at this thing. But like that one check above the sword dudes is a very effective check because it's oh wait, we want this. Yes, I'm gonna write down that we got that attack potion. Oh, another attack potion. What was the other item though? Hold on, did I miss it or did we not open it? So we have 2 attack potions, and we have Vorpal. Not worth fighting the Sword Lords. You didn't. Oh, didn't open the other one, the second one. Oh, we should have grabbed that. Because like those item checks are really good because they're always use items, and there's a good chance there's a better chance to get library card. Like if we're gonna fish for library cards, that's the place. Hold on, that's a long message. Let's make sure we read this. In a situation like this, I also go to keep perfect. A lot of time, the 3rd level of complexity is either additional height or bat and stuff. If you get flight like this, yeah, it's good. I struggle a bit in the fight there in the Ulrix area if I don't have a good weapon. Yeah, it's true. At this time, I didn't know there was an item there. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, all those 3 areas there, they've all got, in the broken stairs, they've all got items. So this is good knowledge. But you got 2 attack potions. And I want to talk about that for a moment. Because our game state just went from good to really, really good. So the power with the Vorpal, right, is how fast it attacks. It doesn't even have that great of a plus at attack, but it's its speed, right? The more plus to attack we can add to a weapon that has speed, the more like better the benefit we get. Like if we were to put it on like let's say like a Graham or like or even worse a scimitar, right? So with 2 attack potions right now, we're feeling really good. We can confidently get through. Like where would we use them? Like we would certainly use we may not even need it for like we're gonna use it for Shaft and Dracula for sure. Maybe bees or a trio, but like we're sitting pretty for weapons right now. Our game state is high. We're gonna go up here though. There's a risk and reward there though, right? Because you need to spend time menuing. Oh, for which one? Oh, yeah, you gotta use it on a longer fight. Yeah, you gotta use it in a fight where it's gonna be impactful. Saving here is fine. Get a little safety. Yeah, like it's definitely worth it for Dracula. Galamoth, 100%. It would be very high tier. Okay, so we kind of went up there just to save. That's not really the greatest save spot. We didn't really need the mana either. So that probably lost us a bit of time. We could have just came out here right away. We're not killing the birds though. Hold on. Are we going for some crazy stuff here? Are we going to try to... Oh, no. Now we're killing the birds. We had enough of them. Oh, and we're doing good here. Okay, so we got to do a few things. Successful 50-50. Fantastic. It worked out for us. Oh, and we're going to get in here without being hit. Yes, we are. That is good. Fantastic. Amazing. That speaks to what Yak was talking about. 3rd level is often flight. We want flight to be here. We can't force that to be the case, of course, but it's very good. So 2nd level of complexity gained us the boots. We need to keep in mind when we go back to the Colosseum later that is also in logic there. Oh, maybe a Moblong? Oh, Iron Fist is also very good, although I wouldn't take it over Vorpal, so just keep what we got when they go here. But the Maul Blanc, I guess actually, you know what? We don't really need the Maul Blanc. We've got the Shield Rods. This is a good call. We didn't go to the attic. I really like that. Our game state's fantastic. Actually, I'm going to say it's an excellent move, especially for folks who haven't raised the randomizer as much. An excellent move avoiding the attic. Now there could be like a library card there or something like that, but like ultimately it costs us like 30 seconds to go check it. So that's very good. Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? Another Vorpal Blade. Yo, our offense knows no bounds here. Are we going to go right to entrance without save splitting? You better believe that's good. This is absolutely the right move. We don't need the save split. In other presets, we absolutely do. But in this case, it's very good. So, looking at where we got Echo, So we know Echo is on level 3. Oh, what's this? We got another Vladdy. Here we go. So our confidence count right now. So at this point, Echo cannot give us progression by itself. And if we got Bat, like one of the two aren't going to give us progression. And it wouldn't give us progression anyways because we don't have the whatchamacallit. Oh, Dynamite, nice. What are we doing here? Are we going to put double Vorpal? Okay, this is fine. Technically, you can shield dash faster with a shield because it can just be used more frequently, but the difference is like minimal. Here we go. We're slicing and dicing. I like it. So Fire of Bat, Entrance, Alchemy checks, Grav Boots all just opened up, yeah. And also Olrock's Fight and Sword Card. So all of those are all level 3. Here we go. We're going to skip up here. Oh, the Major League Gaming skeleton's going to get us here. That's fine. That skeleton who throws the bones there is like the champion of the castle. Okay, so what we know now, and I don't expect the count to know this yet. Like a lot of like the most seasoned players don't use the confidence count, although I always mention it to hopefully increase its adoption. Is that right now this is a fairly linear seed because our this count in the middle here is to me the most impactful one, and what it's telling us is that this situation where you get 2 relics on the same level can only happen one more time. And the place that's the most likely to happen is the second castle, just statistically speaking. Now, if it was to happen in all rocks, then we would know the game is very linear from there, or it has to be linear from that point on. And then if we do things out of logic, then we can hard skip some checks. Doing the wolf here is cool. What do we got over here? Just a card. A ghost card. Personally, I'm not a fan of grabbing the cards, but some people are for the fairy and stuff, and that's fine. Oh yeah, we're gonna fall back down here. Yeah, because so what happened here? Just so that people know, because this happened last week here as well. In one of the reviews I ran, and folks weren't as familiar with it. So what's happening here is that we are untransforming in midair with the wolf. That is going to override our our leapstone jumping, and now it's going to make our gravity boot chain dependent on the fact that we untransform from the wolf, which is fine because it's going to let us do it. But when you do it from this method, you lose air control. So we didn't hit the ground; we went up here, and lack is or not lack. What am I talking about? The lurking and twerking, baby. Let's go. Alrighty. The what's likely happening here? Actually, I can look at I have their input display on here. Yeah, they're holding right, so they're pushing right to try to get on the ledge, but they've lost air control. So now we're gonna fall down again. That's fine. It only costs us like 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, something like that. Right. So now the play is we need to go to gravity boots. We're gonna get poisoned, but that's not a big deal. Because we're gonna get cleansed of our poison as we transition rooms. So we want to wolf our way all the way over to the gravity boots check. We want to check that bad boy and see what wonders it has for us. Jumping over the gap is really good. There we go. That's fine. We're going to go up here. Fantastic. Our route is making sense. So right now, the routing's been really good. Jewel of Open. Ooh! Oh, no. And I think I'm remembering this seed. I think I was in this race. But Jewel of Open. Okay. So this creates a difficult decision here, right? One that we can logically work our way through. So here's the deal, friends, all right? We've got checks above and we've got checks below, all right? The checks below are on a higher level of complexity, right? So we know that there's likely some goodies down there for us. It's exceptionally unlikely if not impossible, for Jewel of Open to have nothing. Jewel of Open like almost always has something, or at least like it has to eventually open things up for us because we wouldn't have enough layers then if not. So Jewel of Open's a very cool thing to do, or down below is very cool. Up is very cool as well, especially because again, if you weren't here before, close your eyes and envision the map, right? We're right here at the clock room, right? Like let's continue this for a moment here. Oh, yep, keep that dashing going. Keep that dashing. Okay, we're going down. We're not going to check the items. That's actually really good. So we're going to say that was good. We don't need those items. Oops. What am I doing here? Where are we going to go here? Actually, no, before we decide where we're going to go, okay, let's just look at our situation. We're right here. We're in the middle of the castle. Here's where All Rocks is, right? There's 3 checks up there and a teleporter. And it's difficult to get into the center of the castle. But let's look at our situation here. All right. Let's look at this. Right over here. We have 3 Vlad relics. That's the average in the first castle. Doesn't mean it's going to be that. They could all be here. But that's generally averages 3. And our confidence count is 2, which means the seed's going to be fairly linear. The likelihood is that the next place that we would see a complexity step that has more than one relic in it is the second castle, just statistically, because it has the most checks. That's 10. There's a good case to be made here, or there's 2 cases, and this is like kind of a 50-50. I don't think there's necessarily a right answer here, but so if we go up, what we want to happen here is that there's more, there's something else on level 3 in terms of like a Vlad or more progression, or like especially if that progression is Spike Breaker, because then we could go down and do things out of logic. We can't do that right now. We don't have the equipment for it or the relics, and we potentially set us up later for, or actually, we could go and open the shortcut if we wanted to for Silver Ring. So there's things we can do. There's at least the teleporter to get back later, right? So I think there's like 3 moves you can do here. You could go up to the Coliseum and just hard clear it out, hoping for Spike Breaker. You could go up to Coliseum and then grab the warp and then come back down, or you could just go to the right. And I don't think any of these are bad decisions, but I think the right move in this case is to go right, because we're not likely to get another piece of progression on level 3. We already have the Vlads, or we already have the average of Vlads. The one thing that sucks is we don't have the Rando Ring. There's going to be both Silver and Gold Ring in the seed. One of them is going to be intended progression. The other one's just randomly in a lower level progression. I mean lower from like how I've charted this here. I really should have the other way around, going from 8 to, but whatever, don't worry about it. Right? So that's a bit of a vulnerability. Otherwise, I think going right is a good call. Let's see what we do here. And we're going right. All right, I think that's the good call. I don't want to say it's excellent just because it's really 50-50 territory, but I think this is good. Does the Rando Ring factor into the confidence count? That's an excellent question. It doesn't factor into the actual number itself, but it does give us confidence. If we start skipping things and we don't have the Rando Ring, we leave ourselves exceptionally vulnerable to missing out on it. So yes, like if we have the Rando Ring, we can be more hawkish in terms of us like being very aggressive. It won't change like the linearity of the seed, but like we may need it to do that. So anytime you find the Rando Ring, especially early, you should feel good. That should be a weight off of your shoulders. It's one less variable you need to consider. No, Blood Cloak, we already got that bad boy. Oh, we're gonna get poked. Spear Guards are pretty good. They're not the Major League Gaming skeleton, but they're pretty good. This is fine here. There we go. Do it again. Fantastic. There we go. Oh, we're going to check it? Oh, no, that's fine. I like it. We don't need Mulgbong, right? We have Sorry, we have Shield Rod, right? If we find a shield we're already enabled, I like this do more with less attitude. Diamond, though, we'll take that. Oh, we'll take more money? Might as well take some money. There was mana prisms in the shop. More money! And boots! There we go. Very cool. So we've got cash now. So now what we need to take into account is that if we end up going back to library, we gotta buy those mana prisms. And I think there was like a Covenant Stone or like a Moonstone in the shop as well. Remember, any pluses to strength with a Vorpal Blade is très bien. So we want to up our strength as much as we can. All right, a bit of a whiff there, but it's not going to matter. As long as we kill Succubus quickly. This fight gets out of control if Succubus gets to put the clones out there. It's not as bad because we've got Gravity Boots. Oh, here we go! This here. So it's a bit of a vulnerability right now, right? So we got to be thinking, did we leave a random ring in All Rocks? Or is this the rando ring? So we don't really know yet, because we didn't peel back all of the third layer here, right? There's still a bit of onion left. So remember we talked about before? We do need to check Merman statue, like the actual or the Holy J location, because everything on this layer is equally important. They all have the same value as far as the randomizer is concerned. Could be doing some backdashing here, especially against like the bottom, and then just jump up later on. You're gonna do an item check here though. Okay. This won't work. Well, we're gonna drown. Okay, get out of there. Now it'll work. Oh, very nice jump. Okay. Been hit a few times. That's fine. Not a big deal. If anything, our wolf jump in there would probably save us some time. Transform into wolf to get underneath there. We got a card. We're gonna wolf out. Wonderful. Yeah, here we go. Here, yeah. Go doggy. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's a way to do that from staying in the wolf, but that's like really advanced. Like even I screwed up a bunch of times. I haven't really studied it that much, so we're not too concerned about that. And we are gonna do Merman. Now, the only thing to consider here is if Merman's nothing, it might be faster to do a save split, or at least you could justify it. I'm fine with us not doing the save split, but if this ends, like we're gonna have to come back. So that we need to keep in mind that when we go back, we want to be aggressive as much as we can, and we want to take water damage. I was really torn on skipping Merman. No, I think this is good. I think it would have been, I probably would have listed it being a mistake if we skipped this. There's no reason, or like this check and Scylla are on like the same thing. We're just gambling at that point, and you can gamble, especially if you feel behind. You say, okay, I'm not going to check this one. But this could be required. There's no reason for us to know that's not. Yeah, skip this bad boy. Oh, we mashed a little too fast. That's fine. Okay, so ideally here, we don't necessarily need to check the items, especially because like we haven't been checking items, which is fine. Again, our game state is great. But we do want to kill these bats. We need to kill these bats for drops. We can kill them for blood to get our health up. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know the exact number, but like you'll kind of feel it out and say, okay, I'm comfortable to go forward. Get ready for the boat ride. Oh no, yeah, you don't want to take the whole boat ride back. I do the save split if I don't have a fast exit because on the way back, yeah. Like if you have Wolf and the J, you don't need to save split. Or if you have Bat, you don't need to save split. But although Bat movement through there is tough. Oh, nothing here. That's too bad. But this is fine. This wasn't a bad check. But this is going to hurt us. This is going to be an inaccuracy here. Now we're killing Batslo, so that's good. If we get the opportunity to Dark Metamorphosis, that's even better to like get our health full. But yeah, we want to kill these bats for drops. Bats drop rates, I think, are fairly, or they're not terrible. And anything, like, it's just free, right? We're not likely to get a level up off these guys. We can do some dive kicks here to catch up with the boat. Or backdash, yeah, here we go. Are we going to keep going here? Oh, this is fine. Yeah, we don't take the whole boat ride back. Although, yeah, we should be doing dive kicks. Yeah. My dive kick game is rough. That's okay. We didn't save too much time, but we did save a little bit of time, and we got some extra item checks as a result, so that's cool. Bat drop rate is insane. Does anyone know it off the top of their heads? And I know it's impacted by like, oh, saving here. This is okay. We're saving in case the waterfall isn't anything. Potentially, I'm not a huge fan of this, especially in Lycan, but I can understand it, especially because we can get back up. I think overall, unless you can't get back up the waterfall. Oh, nice. That was a nice jump. Oh, we're gonna go through here. Oh, this is very nice. Okay. We didn't keep it the whole way through, but that was still good. Usually the mistake people. Oh, we're going. Wait, we're going right down. No. We're gonna open it up. Grab the strength potion. We need that. We're making decisions. Yes, we're doing this. Okay. You can skip this, but like I don't know. I think this. Personally, I'd rather skip Succubus than skipping this. I think it's harder to get back to this later on than Succubus, depending on where you're coming from. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good chance. And then like it just goes up with your luck and stuff like that. And considering how many times you're going to be I just note if it's the open donkey spawns. Hold on. Yeah, if it's open the donkey spawns. Yeah, so you can open that later. Oh, we're gonna take the boat here. Yeah, this is a bit of a problem here too. We're gonna lose some time here. Especially here, if we can get our dive kick game up, which is just hold right down or left down and hit jumps. Yo, trails. Don't mess with big tuna. We talked about that a lot yesterday. Oh, and we got bat. Yo, let's go. Okay, so that's gonna tell us a couple of things here as we go backwards. Okay, so let's put bat here. Oops, got the wrong thing. Where's bat? Okay, here we go. So we've got likely the rando ring at this point, and we've got bat. So now we know that what we're doing down here is no longer out of logic. Bat is opening up in logic spike breaker, so which is unfortunate a little bit because we like to abuse the whatchamacallit. We want to abuse the out of logic checks as much as we can, but at the same time, it gives us a bit of certainty that like you know what, maybe skipping Aurochs was the best deal. Because it's not like we missed out on whatchamacallit. We could have wolfed through here, but that's fine. We didn't miss out on like Spike Breaker and or we may have missed out on Spike Breaker and All Rocks, but it wouldn't be relevant. And we actually picked up the thing, so even if we can't blind bat, we're still gonna get through no matter what. So it's great. So this is really good. Yep, duck there. Okay, perfect. So to be clear, bat there tells me that the ring is the rando ring. Not necessarily, but very extremely highly likely. There is a world where there could have been 2 levels of progression on level 4. Or that like bat wasn't here and there was a ring, rando ring in level 3, and like this was the intended progression. But now that we got something else in this level, and it did increase our progression, then it's very likely that this is the rando ring. It's possible, but it's not likely. Not now. Because of how big our confidence count is, like, it's not telling me that, or the likelihood is that that these here are not both progression. It could be, but it's not likely. Saving here, probably to do Grand Falloon, which is good. We want to do Grand Falloon first for mana reasons. We don't want to do Bat first, or Spike Room first. Okay, great. This is a really good decision here. We can dive kick off of these things to avoid grabbing some things. But with Vorpal, we can see them ahead of time, so it's fine. The Heart Max is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Go. Yo, right in time to get through that guy, which is great. Now we're going to have what's likely a very comfy All-Rocks fight. We've got double Vorpal. This should go very quickly. Especially if we can avoid getting hit by the initial layer and just like continuously hit both of them. This is a good range. Yep. Nope, we went too close. Okay. That's fine. We're still going to just cheese this. So did I say Aurochs? I meant Grand Falloon. Yeah. Sorry, I'm drunk. I'm not, but who knows? Is it water or is it vodka? You'll never know. You'll never know. Funny, I have like a secret drinking habit the entire time. I say I don't drink at all, but that's just a ruse. Okay, what do we got over here? Oh, this is great! Yo, this seed! This seed, wow. So now, this is on the same level as we got Bat. We're just looking for we're looking for two things. And actually, I forgot to mention this before too. With Auroch, actually no, because it'd be progression. It's not likely that Auroch has Holy Glasses, but we are looking for that. So the game is like pretty much has to give us something at Spike Breaker. Holy Glasses or Mist or a Ring, I think are the only possibilities. Or Mist was in Aurochs and didn't actually. No, that's exceptionally unlikely. We could be doing like bat movements and stuff here, or even Wolf, and that's going to lose us some time. This cannot be the last Vlad. That's correct. Not doing blind bat, but that's fine. We don't need it. It's not costing us any time. Learning the strategy here is good though. Once you get more familiarity with bat and wing smashing, then that will help us out. And I'm not sure, but like what I'm assuming, I practiced blind bat the other day. Oh, nice. Okay, here you go. Here's some. Oh, nice. There we go. We got 3 out of that. Okay, this is good. You can do it sometimes. Okay, no problem. And here's the other ring. Perfect. So now we know that that was the rando ring. Now we've got a ring here. We can be very confident that the middle is something. And here's the big bonus, friends, all right? We can be practically guaranteed that we don't need to go to Aurochs quarters. There's no random Vlad there. There's no rando ring there. It's exceptionally unlikely that there's any progression there. It's possible, but extremely unlikely. So here's the odds, all right? There are 2 checks in logic there. There are 10 in the second castle if that's where we end up going. Or if it's Mist, we can go up and do it with Silver Ring. Yeah, the Mystic Pendant's sweet. We've got one already, but it is sweet. I may grab the Holy Book there. Holy Book I think is pretty good. It's always just extra free damage. It's certainly better than Knife, but like, yeah, like going back for it, even like spending any time, we have so much offense. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Let me teach you guys a trick here, right? Talak taught me this. I'm going to teach you guys how to do this next room very quickly here, right? I don't expect anyone to know this, but it's very cool. Okay, what we can do in this room when we have Gravity Boots and Leap Stone, we need to be able to do grounded gravity diagonal jumps. If you can't do it, it's fine. I just thought because we don't have anything to talk about for a bit, this will be a good thing. If we stand here and do a diagonal gravity jump to the right, I'll show you where we're going to land. We're going to land up here, all right? So we're going to avoid this bonks, and we're going to land up here. And then we can do a grounded gravity jump to the left afterwards. Let's go there. And that's going to... I think we bonk off this here, and then we can just hold left and get to here. Or if we have like Sun Else, we can like transform to bat and all that stuff. But it's a very cool way through that room. And especially because of all like the shenaniganry, it can save us some time. Because like it's such a weirdly laid out room. Okay, so what do we do now? I think this is right. We're probably going to go to Outer Wall and then go to the middle of the castle. And I think this is fine. Yeah, it's very tough. I can remind me later. I'll tell you how it works. But yo, we're ready to get learned. Let's get learned. Hope you're doing well. Now, should I pronounce that as Raphael or Raxfael? I don't know if the X there to be cool, because that's how I do things. I add X to anything. We're thinking for a bit. Yeah, Eldridge is right. It's pretty easy. We just need to whatchamacallit. It just there's like some nuance to it. But once you've got it and the reasons why, it'll click. Okay, so I like this. So here's while we're going over here, we're gonna have some time here. Let's just talk about this. When we started this review, Rax is fine. The X is real. Okay, the X is real. Okay, just want to make sure. I always try to do it with people's names because I'm so terrible with names. Like I have to ask. Like, and I don't just mean that with like video game names. I'm terrible with names in real life. I majored in history and I'm bad with names and dates. Figure that out. Oh my god. The so awesome. Bing. Um, when we started this review, Count's question was, you know, we lost 18 minutes. Did we lose it to routing or did we lose it to like movement or other things here? And I can say with very high confidence, at least at this point, we're not losing it to routing. We're doing very well with routing. Whether this is on purpose or we just fumbled our way into the right one, which I don't think we do, that's statistically improbable, the routing's been fantastic. You know what? We're just going to give an excellent for the overall routing here. The routing's been really, really good. Fire of Bat is also a check. Oh, yeah. Fire of Bat. Yeah, we can skip Fire of Bat. Now, we don't have the glasses yet, which is what we're likely getting here in Mist. But yeah, you could reasonably skip Fire of Bat in this situation. We just want to follow the chain. There's no blunders. Exactly. There's no blunders. Awesome. Yeah, all good, Cranberry. We'll talk to you soon, eh? Cheers. Here's the holy glasses. Okay. So, as we go to decide our next move here, the we're not looking for actually we can determine what we're looking for here. The or is there a slight risk here? Yeah, I missed, but there's something else here though, okay? So I actually just realized there's one hole in our plan here, and I don't know if this happens, but there is one hole. I make some poor decisions whenever I play this game because I don't understand the logic completely. Alright, hey, we can review one of yours too if you want, Charles. Because we'd have the music in the background too, that'd be pretty sweet. Okay, yeah, complexity is a beast. So here's the only flaw in our plan that could happen. There's a bit of a risk here, okay? There are two relics, or there's two progression things left, alright? Somebody mentioned Mist. What's the other one? What is the other thing? Hey, Miss Phelan, I fed the chickens early. Or earlier, I should say. I used my thing to feed the chickens. I was showing my wife. I'm like, look what I can do. Yeah, Yak's got it. Spike breaker. Allow me to show you an extremely unlikely situation, but one that could happen, all right? And we should not worry about this situation statistically, but I do want to show that Spike Breaker and like Mist could be a thing, or like that'd be like up here. It could be like this, because remember, complexity works off logic, not of what we do. Yeah, this is extremely unlikely. Yo, Turbo, let's go. The it's extremely unlikely. Now it could happen. I didn't know you enjoyed cursing runs. Yeah, exactly. We've cursed this bad boy. I think I know from the times in this rando run that this one won't be cursed, but but this is possible. And the only reason I'm mentioning it here is because like things can happen, right? Ideally, in this seed, we would have gone out of logic, and if we were to snipe Mist in like this layer over here, we would have been able to save tons of time because we'd only go back to the second castle once. Because we don't really need Spike Breaker. But we're gonna. So our plan here is we're gonna want to find Mist in the second castle. If we find Spike Breaker, let's remember the other thing we said about the the reverse count or your confidence count. The most likely place in the game for you to get two things on the same level is the second castle. So we're not going to have a heart attack if we find Spike Breaker, but it's going to give us like a little bit of uneasiness. The odds are in our favor, but it could go poorly. So we don't have a guarantee, but we have a strong ability. This here is fine. I wonder if we're going to skip the Colosseum, which we absolutely could do. Making it a check as well is fine. But like we could confidently skip it just like we can skip Fire Bat here. And these are like very strong. Like I wouldn't even call it a gamble. Well, I mean it is technically a gamble, but the odds are in our favor. It's like a gamble, but like we are the casino. Oh, and he's gonna do it! Nice! Yo, the routing here is fantastic. This is great. This is an excellent display of routing prowess. Again, whether this is on purpose or not, I'm pretty sure it's on purpose. No one skips that bad boy for nothing. The Count has done their homework. I mean, the Count is like Count vampires, right? Like it made sense. Like it is just a match made in heaven. So we're just gonna go to the keep. We haven't done the other keep checks. We could skip those too. No, we did do the other keep checks. Sorry, I'm tripping. We did do those. We absolutely checked those. So it's second castle time. This is the right move. We could do a wolf jump here. No, bat's fine here too. We're not going up. This is a good move. Yo, we just saved 20 seconds. Well, actually, no, I think I gave it a good earlier. This is all good. So we've got... Now, the only thing that kind of stinks is remember how much money we got? We didn't get the mana prisms. But the mana prisms aren't going to save us the 3 minutes it's going to take to go to, like, library and back, right? Are we going to do this here? We got it the last second, but it's all good. Excellent. Or maybe that's not excellent, but this is good. If we really wanted to be nitpicky, excellent would have just been like just jumping up and attacking with the Vorpals because we would have saved a bit of MP, but we're likely to be able to do it. Yeah, this is great. Second try is really good. If it was me, I'd be accidentally hellfiring and all kind of stuff, and it'd be a mess. We got through. Even if we found a card, it would not be worth using it here. Oh, like the we need it to come back. Yeah, absolutely. We absolutely need it to come back. That's a huge thing. And I actually screwed that up in a race a couple of weeks ago where I didn't realize it had to come back. And I used the library card prematurely in the first castle, and it absolutely cost me. I think it cost me a couple positions. I think actually I think I got last in that race. I think I was against Matthias and Razzie, and they both beat the crap out of me here. This is fine saving here. We probably don't need this. So the more comfortable we get with running rando races, we shouldn't need this save. But like, for all we know, Count's been burned before, so I kind of get it. Like, saving's usually not a bad idea. It just isn't necessary in this case. Like, look at our game state, right? Like, we got double Vorpal. It's not likely that we're about to get killed. Oh, you remember that race? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've learned your lesson just as much as I have. Oh my god, did I learn a lesson in that race? I don't even think I opened the teleporter in that one. You could have checked for a library card in that room, because we do need to go back, so find a library card would be good, but I do like this do more with less. And like less is like a relative term. We're gonna open the whoa, wait, whoa. Okay, he realized, yes! He did it! He knows he's got to come back. He doesn't have the library card. Bravo. And this is a great seat to watch. Like Eldritch said, right? The routing's fantastic. The movement will come with time. Just play more rando, and it will come to you. Like, this is like expert level routing. You know what we're going to do, actually? We're going to give a brilliant here for just all the routing decisions that we made. Like, if you take this in totality, this has been fantastic. Now, we're going to take it away if he does anything silly. I've only given out brilliant once before. But like, how do you look at the Count's route and say it wasn't perfect? Outside of like perfect in the sense of he made all the right moves. Yes, he could have skipped some other things, but like he wouldn't have known that at the time. With he's done the best route with the information possibly available. Every time you kill a boss or get an empty check on something like Soaring Merman, it just is it feels yeah, it does feel bad. It's like, yo, I did this for nothing. We had that earlier with the holy symbol check. Like literally nothing. That you couldn't even offer me a card. Couldn't even give me like a demon card so I could have like a friend, right? A little back and forth, that's fine. Now our mana has been fairly well managed because like this, although it could have been maybe more used before, but this is an easy area to like bottom out in, especially the room above, and then it becomes really slow. Us having a good amount of mana here, and this is a relatively good amount of mana. Oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, what is this? Do you put it on here though? You don't need this right now. So we're gonna lose time here to gain more time later. Wait, what are we doing? We didn't apply it. No, no, no. What are we doing? No, no, no. Do it the other way around. Do it the other way around. Hold on. This is a bit of an inaccuracy. We had the menu twice, so that saves us some time. We want the shield on our other hand, and then we can put the Vorpal on the other one. Now that was dangerous there. Hold on. You can get grabbed. I've been killed by Akmadon doing that. You gotta duck and hope. I actually, for ultimate safety, I actually pop a potion before I go into Akmadon with the Alucard shield because I've literally been Zangiefed across the room and died. Yeah, yeah. Now he's realizing we've got the shields on the wrong hand here, and now we're shield dashing. So what we can do here is we can have a double, yeah, behind and duck shield out. Oh, I didn't even think about the behind. That's incredible. Yo, you've blown my mind. The behind makes so much sense. Oh wait, we need mana. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now he does have a mana prism, but like this wouldn't be the place to use it. Also, those attack potions we had before are useless now with the other card. Now what we want to do. So here's what we should do in that room. So in the save room, no music plays unless he spins frame one. Is that possible? Oh, okay. You don't know either. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not likely, but yeah. No, I think you can. Like I've held the shield out while standing, and I've been tossed. So I don't know. I don't know enough of the mechanics, but yeah, I think that's a good strategy. Though. I want to try the behind duck and shield out. That's definitely better than what I did before and got thrown. So we're gonna what we want to do in this situation is we want to put a shield or the Vorpal in his offhand so we can do some backdash canceling. Ideally, we want to do it in the save room for the silliest reason in that there's no music that plays in the save room, and when you exit the menu, the game can do it faster because it doesn't have to look for the song within the CD. Yeah, we're losing some time here, but like very little amount of time, of course. I think it does. I think that like there's some sort of gap where he's able to grab before you do damage, or like you're not invulnerable right away or something like that. Aquadon's hitbox is substantially backloaded. Yo, he's got the big dump truck. Okay, we should take a look at that. Now, everyone listening should be listening to Turbo Dog because he knows his shit here, right? Nothing's there had to test, but yeah, I wouldn't take it lightly. Maybe we should play around with it. Like just like get behind him with like no shield and see if he just insta grabs you somewhere. Always had all bosses stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we can make a save state before entering the room. Exactly. That'd be fun to test. Although I do like the idea that like the secret lore is that Akmadon has like this like gigantic magical like dump truck of an ass or something like that, and he can grab you with it. Wait, whoa, hold on. What's this? What is this? We've gone a little bit too far, but this is fine. Wait, what are we? Wait, what is this? We're going the other side of this? Hold on. This is unnecessary. Maybe he thought he needed the, Yeah, this is dangerous, actually. I mean, it's not dangerous because we have the shield, but I mean, like, in theory, like, going this way is very dangerous. All of these halberd guys are beasts. You can easily die in those rooms. So let's just talk about how this works here, right? So I think what's happened here is that Count thinks he needs Mist to go down to the bottom on the other side. So let's come back. Is it over here? No, that's too far. Here? No. Here. Okay, yeah, we have the best music playing, by the way. Okay, let's do this here. Okay, so here it is. All right. So down here is the boss room. What Count is likely thinking is that this wall is where the mist gate is. And if that was the case, then very high IQ move to just go around, right? Unfortunately, the mist gate is actually on this wall here, so we can just go down here and fight the boss. So a bit of a geography error, and honestly, it's an inaccuracy in this case because all it's going to do is cost you time, right? Blunder, useless. No, this isn't a blunder. Well, it could become a blunder. Because, like, look at this here. One. Oh, and we're going to untransform here. Look at this axe here, right? Look at the anger on, like, this Minotaur's face, all right? Look at this. Does he look like he's here to, like, sell you some Girl Guide cookies? Yeah, not with a shield and this much mana. Absolutely. No. This is fine here. But just in general, just so everyone knows how potentially dangerous this is, alright? This room can kill you real quick. We got Blanca here. We got another Blanca. We've got, like, this guy's pissed here, but this guy's even more pissed. He's got his mouth wide open. This is a dangerous room. We don't want to be doing this ever. So it's going to be an inaccuracy here because of the time it's going to take to just, like, do the loop around. But if we didn't have this shield, yeah, this room does not fuck around. This is like one of the most dangerous rooms in the whole castle. There's 3 of them here. Yo, this could have went very poorly. Again, not in this case here, but and like the extra movement's obviously problematic. Wait, hold on. The sick casual strat is if you're ever in trouble is to jump up, turn bat, and fly to the ceiling and parry. Yeah, absolutely. Agreed. Like, look at these. These guys have them in, like, the halberd sandwich here. Fortunately, they're not in fully pissed off mode like the other one was. The disrespect, the guy just tried to spit on him. So we went through 6 unnecessarily halberd minotaurs. Scary. Scary stuff. So we probably, I don't know how much time we lost there. We could calculate it out. Probably 20 seconds maybe at most. Maybe more because there was some jumping and stuff rather than the dashing. That's fine. We make very quick work of the trio. What do we got over here? Yeah, maybe 20 or 30. Yo, the Holy J. Praise it. We're going to go right to continue our streak of brilliant moves here. Halberd is an adjective now? Yeah, exactly. Don't get halberded here. Wait, we're getting MP? Yep, no, this is good. Man, I already know what the thumbnail for this run is going to be, or at least one of the quadrants. It's just going to be the Giga Chat brain with the brilliant symbol. Oh my god. See, like, look how he took like 130 damage there from halberds, and he's got really good, like, defense, and he's got the shield, so it doesn't matter, but oh my god. Scary stuff. Just like the Giga Chat brain with, like, 102. Okay, I did the math wrong, my bad. Hey, you're not here for my math prowess, all right? That's for sure. Okay, not as comfortable with the, I guess doing this with the bat, that's fine. Going through this room. Yeah, exactly. Eldritch with the math save there. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. That was really bad math as a kid. Probably now too, considering this. Oh, look at all these or these imps. There we go. We got out. Nice. The Eldritch is on top of the math. There we go. Perfect. I know English good, but math fine. Exactly. But yeah, the thumbnail is going to be just the Giga Chad brain with like the brilliant logo and then like a cross through like the blunder, because we haven't made any blunders. We've never reviewed a run with no blunders. And it's crazy. So I was mentioning this the other day, but like let's see how this goes here. Yeah, jump up here, jump into him. Oh yeah, he was mentioning that he doesn't have great dive kicks, so we didn't want to dive kick into him. Oh yo, the little teabag at the end there. Okay, that was probably not on purpose, but I like it. Here we go. So now we're in creature skip territory. Oh, did he save before? Oh yeah, he did save, didn't he? Where did he save though? Did he save in the Coliseum? I don't remember him saving there. I was probably talking about something else. This to me isn't the right move. It's faster to go back. But yeah, reverse Coliseum. Okay, great. Amazing. I was hoping it wasn't. Oh, it was on the right side though. Yeah, this is gonna lose. He's gonna lose time because of this. We're gonna say this is an inaccuracy. It would have been better on the left, although I can't remember if he actually saved on the left side. Or like got MP on that side. You can get MP now. Yeah, I should have got MP. No, yeah, now he's going for it. Yeah, but even so, if he saved from here, in this room here, it's still an inaccuracy. It's faster from the other place. We have to do more load zone transitions. Oh yeah, no, you gotta activate. Yeah, here we go. This is what I mean by like, keeping the Vorpal Blade out would have been a bit cool too, but... Although I guess then you have to menu for the shield rod, so yeah, never mind. I'm dumb. Yeah, it's probably, you're right, it's probably faster if you're not great on the Infinite Wing Smash. That's true. So we'll call it out, just so that he's aware of the right route. But yes, I agree that like if the Infinite Wing Smash is a bit of a problem, then yeah, this can be a better route. But he's been pretty good with the Wing Smashes though. When he first started out, he got 3 in a row, and like he maybe even go for more. And like I know like he dropped it in the halberd room, but like that was like through a room transition too. That's really tough to keep it going. Yeah, a Bitterfly room can be a bit tough. I've been thinking about doing a video of like just like 5 like cool rando specific movements. Well, I think they're rando specific. I don't speedrun the game, but we could like, add that to it because like there is a good way to go through it, but people may not be aware, and that's fair. It's a very awkward room, especially because they got to do it without knowing what the hell's going on. So are we gonna keep the big brain, the biggest brain? Yes, we are. Oh, if he does the crisp, if he does the modified crisp split, oh my god. Yeah, cool. I'll send him over. I thought about doing 5 at a piece. Like the problem with my videos right now are a lot of them are very long. So I was trying to think of like what could I do that was like short to give people like some. The old boss's Bitterroom fly is a lot easier than anything. Oh, okay. I'll have to take a look at the old bosses run. Like I've seen runs, of course, but like I don't know all like the rooms off the top of my head. I appreciate speedruns even if I don't do them. We want to grab MP here. Hold on, grab some MP. Where are we going first? Okay, so this one's a bit of an inaccuracy here, at least as far as I'm concerned. We've talked about this before, but let's just like run through why this is the case here. So, the which of the 2 options here are the most mana intensive, right? Restart. No, Popples, you can't. You not in our run review. This isn't me. No, Popples, you can't do it here. You're not making fun of me. I'm okay if you make fun of me. You gotta wait till I run the game, though. This one here is a run review. Now, I usually appreciate the trolling. It's okay. New game. No, this isn't even my game. We're reviewing someone else's run. We're helping them out. We can't be having this shenanigans though. We're trying to help people out. We're being nice right now. So in this part here, right? Going up is the most MP intensive of the two options here. All right. So what we want to do, and we will run out of MP up here. So first of all, we want to have full MP for that section. So getting full MP below is the right move. And then you do this one first, because although you won't get as much with the Alucard shield because you hold it out, but like after you come back from this way and you go directly into this fight, you don't need to grab more MP because you're going to regenerate some MP as you do the fight. And like you could just backdash cancel all the way to the squid room and you'll have more than enough MP. So what's going to happen here for our friend, either A, he's going to get less Vlad, and that's fantastic. Or B, if he's going to go do Force of Echo, he's either going to have to go down and get more MP, or he's going to go up here and do this movement, but not with enough mana. And that's going to cost him some time there. So that will be unfortunate. And unfortunately, we had to ban Popples. We tried. Guys, I try when people troll me. I've had a troll come in, and I played along with it for a while, and the troll was actually pretty cool. Then, like, we just joked around for a bit, right? But not in a run review. Guys, no, you can't be doing it in a run review. If I was just in my normal run, like, you guys may have saw it last night. I was just letting Popples do his thing. I told him not to tell me to fuck off. But we got poisoned here. It's going to hurt us a little bit, but not a big deal. Yeah, we got the jump in here. There we go. We got the right idea. This is fine. We're going to be cleansed of our poison. But again, we're going to lose some of our MP regeneration that we should have been getting here. Yeah, you stayed too close to the start. Yeah, you always just want to do the jump in. Unless like you're using Vorpal or Chrysogrim. And now we're using our MP here. So what's likely going to happen is this is the Vlad, or we're going to have to refill our MP before going to Force of Echo. Alright. No problem. Go, like the movement. So like, look, now we have no MP. Oh, and we're gonna go up here too. This is gonna be tough. So we're gonna lose some time here. Now to be fair, they may not be great with infinite wing smashes in this room in particular, because this is really tough. Oh, we're doing the I guess we had to dash there. But we're really hurting for MP right now. You think we use the same strat? Wonderful. Don't charge. Yep, don't have the MP. Like, literally, well, he probably has 5 MP, but this is better. And a card as well. Okay, so what we want to do now, after we get through all this, maybe going for the Mana Prism. You can see it. I can see it. Are we going to Mana Prism? Maybe he was thinking, did he have... Oh, now we're going to have to reapply this. So we did it in the wrong hand. We're going to have to reapply the spell now. Timestamped? Cool. Let's take a... Let's just get through this, then we're going to go and take a look at that. So what we need to do now, in this part of the run... Oh, this is for Eld. Oh, okay. So we need to do the modified Chris split here. Because creature is a potential problem, we need to save up here now. Wait, what's this? What's this? What's this? Wait, no, 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 this is a mistake! Oh, no! If it's at creature... Because I don't think he saved before, right? Yeah, he didn't even use the MP. Yeah, this is a mistake. Actually, this might be a blunder. Is this a blunder? Yeah, this is a blunder. Oh, no. Because think about this for a second, friends, right? I'm pretty sure this isn't a creature seed. Like, I've run this seed. I don't remember it being a creature seed. The final times would have been a lot higher. But here's the big problem. Or maybe it is a creature seed. If it is, we're going to lose a ton of time. And all we need to do is do the modified Chris split. Yeah, this will be if Mist isn't in these two spots. Absolutely. So we have a 66% chance, but this is a problem. So unfortunately, yeah, this one's a blunder because we would lose so much time. I'm gonna downgrade it to a mistake if he realizes and does a save at right before death. That would help to mitigate. Yeah, we haven't seen Spikebreaker yet. We're hoping that Spikebreaker is just in the first castle, but yeah, this is problematic. So let's see here. Does he realize what's going on? He isn't opening the map or anything, so I kind of doubt it. And I get what happens here. This is fine. There's so many things going through your head. Yeah, this is a blunder. And this is why every run has a blunder, right? Like, it's not because I'm trying to make that happen. Like, I make so many mistakes. Just my last run was awful. Here's missed. Okay, we get saved here. It's still a blunder. Where are we going now? Hold on. Hold on. What is this? Realizing, okay, that's fine. No worries. Yep, that's okay. The routing is still spot on, with the exception of thinking about creature. Because that would have been awful. You get to Grand Falloon, you realize you need to go to creature. Yeah, it's to the right and first. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. We get the inversion mixed up, and that's fair. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's look at our complexity count. 7. All right. And then 8 is likely a bad. Now, it is possible that... Actually, here's what we need to do, friends. Let's play a game. Which check do you do first? Regardless of how close it is, because we know Silvering is closest, which check are we doing first? Gotta run, but I'll send you some videos of strats I know. Okay, yeah, awesome, Eldritch. Good stuff. It'll probably just be like small things I'll look to cover. So if they're bigger things, I might include them in other videos. But yeah, no, that's really cool. The jump up to Fire of Bat is good. Yeah, go to Silver Ring. Silver Ring's the right answer here. Because there's a world, albeit unlikely, that this is a complexity 9 seed. 8 is just the minimum. Maybe Spikebreaker is in the library, right? Oh, we're not going to save split this either. This is a mistake. The save split should happen here. Oh, we're going to go to library. Yeah, we have not seen Spikebreaker. Is this actually complexity 9 Fire? Oh my god, do you know things? Because it could be. Also Fire, welcome. Yeah, we haven't seen Spikebreaker. Yeah, only because we haven't seen Spikebreaker, exactly. So we had to go through this big teleport cycle. We didn't save split. So like, going to Silver Ring is the right check. Going to library first is okay. Like, it's not likely to be a complexity 9, but it could be. We'll find out soon enough. But like, the save split's the biggest problem here. Because if we, either one could come up short, and it's going to take us longer to get back. Yeah, they've got, I think they still have their Mana Prism. But you're right, if they didn't have invulnerability, that would be a problem. And that would be something to be astute of as we go through the game too. I think they have something else too. I think they got an elixir in the bottom of the castle, if I'm remembering correctly. But either way, like, we skipped a lot of items. And like, one of the things that needs to be on your shopping list is like an uncurse of all things. Yo, I want the Vorpal, I want the Alucard shield, I want the uncurse. Because that's a very good call. Because yeah, if they didn't have any invulnerability and they realized that, then going to library makes sense. Oh, how awful would it be if they had no invulnerability? The library doesn't have the Vlad. We don't think we need to do this again. It was already activated, wasn't it? Oh, well, either way. And then you get nothing here. You know it's Silver Ring, but the librarian isn't selling any potions. So you got to like go through the castle trying to get potions. That'd be the worst. You're just hoping that the cube of Zoe comes through for you or something. What do we got over here? Oh my god, yo. The Giga Brain. He's got, like, everything worked out. Everything. Yeah, you can buffer it in there. I'm not sure if a lot of people know that, though. It's tough. You can do it with a spell, too. Talc's been a big fan of that. You can just, in the air, you can, use a, like a summon spirit, and you get the same iframes. It's actually more ideal. Yo, they get that. It's too bad that fire bat didn't connect. That would have been fun. Yeah, you want to have more than one option, absolutely. But guys, we've justified the brilliant here, right? There's literally, in terms of the order of relics done, right? Maybe not the best path to some of them. Like, and again, like those cases were very minor, if anything. The routes the route's been fantastic, like literally perfect. I would have lost a lot of time here. Yeah, like Salt, yeah, exactly. Let's give it our 50-50, right? Yeah, he won both 50-50s. Was there 5 50-50? I don't know if there's that many, but maybe I'm wrong. Either way, he hit everything. But so what I was gonna say before, I lost my train of thought at some point. What I like about Lycanthrope is it's like the perfect combination of, or maybe not perfect, but it's a very good example of allowing, or like rewarding great routing decisions based on the information that the seed can provide you, if you have the understanding for it, and execution. And like, it's not the only one that does that. Like, you could certainly say the same for Nimble, although it might be a bit easier with Nimble. But either way, because Nimble you only need like one form of movement. In Lycan you need to know Wolf, which is geez, that's like a Pandora's box, especially right out of the box. And then like bat, you need to have like the whole package, right? Where like you could say the same of Safe, but like Safe you don't start with Wolf, and like you're just doing like standard kind of movement. You probably could have afforded a MP refill here, but we should have enough to get this to the end, especially if we're not going to do like wing smashing through the whole thing. But like it's incredible with the amount of racing experience that the Count has, how well executed the routing was here. It's just incredible. And if if this was all done on purpose and was calculated, like Count's going to be very scary once they get more experience doing runs. Exceptionally scary. Like literally every time we're like, okay, this is how this is going to work out because we've got this chart in front of us here, right? Like you can't do this in your head. Like it's very extremely difficult. Like I struggle with it a lot. I often make mistakes. I have to simplify this chart into just the whatchamacallit, into just like the reverse slash vulnerability count. I should redo this chart to reflect that. But either way, yeah, incredible. And like we're just gonna be like on autopilot here now because our like Alucard shield, this is free. We'll just make sure he goes up the left side. If he goes up the right side of this, I'll be severely pissed. But yeah, like what do we tell our friend CountCranberry here? Don't change a thing with routing. Hold on. If it was just the horseshoe, hold on to it for dear life. All right. Um, some movement things we could have like used bat more often. There were some like minor routing, like pathing. Maybe when we call it route, like the pathing decisions and stuff. Like we definitely need to like see this like walking animation. Like we gotta cut that out. We should never, or almost never, see the walking animation. Like we're bleeding time every time. But yeah, no, it's very cool. It's just like the only thing you can talk to him about is movement. Really, Fire should review this back because Fire is way better at reviewing movement than I am. Because like that's help. Count doesn't need my help, although he doesn't need to do that again. Now stop reapplying the shield. Yeah, and we're just going to annihilate Shaft because of course we are, and we're just going to bring it home. So yeah, just work on movement, minor pathing things. The excellent decision making when it came to avoiding item checks. We saved time there. We saved a ton of time with avoiding item checks. And then we got exceptionally lucky. Actually, we should add a positive drop some circumstance. We avoided a whole bunch of item checks, and we got lucky with the Alucard shield just being out in the open. We would have lost time to our competitors if they got it like somewhere else that wasn't in plain sight. But ultimately, I think it's the right decision. Imagine being told to despair when you can just melt the Lord of Darkness like that. Bravo. Fantastic run. Fantastic. How? Did you not see the man's Giga Brain this whole time, Dracula? Oh my god. Alrighty. So yeah, that's all for this one here. The yeah, I have nothing else. It's all movement. His routing's fantastic. The like S tier routing. The yeah, really good.